Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the newest episode of the Good, the Bad, and the Obscure podcast. Now, on today's episode, I want to talk about a film that I just recently discovered and watched, and I was really shocked that I never heard of it before. And the movie I want to talk about today is from 1992. It's the movie My Grandpa is a Vampire.
There are stories told of creatures centuries old, roaming the night, searching for just one thing. Some fun!
Grandpa Cougar, a vampire?
Grandpa. 281 years old,
Mozart. He was a beautiful boy.
but running out of time.
Help me. Save me. I want to fly like Peter Pan with you boys. Now, out into the night.
Grandpa. Now he's cool.
Give me 5, and 5 makes 10,
He's got the wheel.
and here we go.
And he'd be the life and soul of the party if he just wasn't dead.
Sorry, lady.
I'm starting to feel very strange.
How strange. Maybe he needs food.
2 raw meat patties?
No!
Die, you monster, die!
I am dead.
Grandpa, run!
Follow me, boys. Oh,
Al Lewis from the Munsters is Grandpa. Sometimes grandparents really can be a pain in the neck.
And the reason why I'm first off shocked that I never ran across it is because it stars Al Lewis, who played Grandpa Munster on The Munsters, and that's one of my favorite shows of all time. The second reason why that I'm shocked that I never got to see that, I'd never seen this before, was the fact that I love movies like Little Monsters and The Witches and things like that that have horror elements to it. Some of them have a little bit more than others, mixed with like comedy and something that would be more like family friendly. Now, maybe it's because this is a New Zealand film and maybe it just didn't hit over here. That could be the possibility. It could be a possibility, but I don't know. Either way, I finally got to watch it, and overall, I liked it. And I think it's because it has a lot of heart to it, and the acting's good. Now, the only thing, and I could kind of tell from what I've read about this movie, that they originally wanted it to be a little bit more bigger of a budget and have nicer, like, special effects, which it does have some special effects, but I will admit that some of the effects are not the best. But overall, I think that actually helps with the charm of this film. And that is definitely something this movie has. Now, as far as the characters go, I actually really like them. And I actually think that the kids did a very, very good job, especially even in moments where that were a little uncomfortable because the kid was crying, and it was very believable. Sadly, I don't know if many of these other people besides Al Lewis, and there's one other guy in this movie, I only actually spot out 2 actors I know of. Al Lewis, that's obvious, and there's this guy who plays like a preacher. He also played as an uncle in the movie Dead Alive, aka Brain Dead, which is pretty cool, but he's a creep in both movies, if you ask me. Now, other than the acting and the special effects, I really liked the way the movie looked and the way the movie felt at times. They had certain like color palettes that remind me a lot of like a Dario Argento film, where it's really bold colors when they use colors like greens, reds, blues, and then like the contrasting is really cool as well. Now, the only thing bad about this movie is I don't know if it's just my soundbar that I have or whatnot, but I had to turn up very loud at times in order to properly hear people. And a lot of them have a very, very strong New Zealand accent, and it's a little hard to understand them at times. But nonetheless, it didn't really take away from the movie. But overall, I would say if you get a shot, definitely check this one out. And if you could pick it up for fairly cheap, definitely check it out as well. Overall, I would say if I gave it, let's say, between 0 and 10, I would say it's a good 6, maybe 6.5. It's not a perfect movie, but it's a fun movie, and I really think a lot of you would enjoy it, or your kids may enjoy it. Now, the only thing I will say real quick before I end this is that the pacing is a little odd at times, because sometimes it seems like it's going by really, really good, and then it just weirdly slows down, and then it goes a little, I don't know, you'll have to watch it and see for yourself. Nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and come back for another one. All right, guys. Bye.